all summer.
Racing out to the early lead. Jay Kinder settles into the runner-up spot. Quickly moving into the top three, the 15K, Caitlin Boland. Lap one in the books, it will go to the 15 of Jack Potter, showing away here at lap number one. Well, Kinder settles in just about 8 car lengths off that back bumper as we work around the flanks, and 2 laps in the books. Boatland having a good drive in the top three, now draws the beat on Kinder and your race leader, Jack Potter. Well, Jack Potter able to get out a few car lengths over Kinders. He is well in command of your Purcell Tire Heat race action. 5 laps in the books, 3 to go. And looking down, 2 to go as Michael Test reaching for the white flag. Will give it to Potter this time, turn number 4. Well, this little miscommunique as checkered flag flying. It's going to be Potter picking up your heat race victory. Jack Potter getting it done over Jay Kinder. Third will go to the 15K, Caitlin Boland. Fourth, the 55 of Kenny Potter, and the 00 affair, your top 5. Well, it's the 15, Jack Potter out of Lee's Summit, cruising to your Purcell Tire Heat race.
It's because it was in 4K mode.
Well, yellow light out means we are ready to go racing. Next trip, turn number 4. Austin Allenbaugh and Kyle Belm will lead that charge to the green flag, followed by Rusty Potter and Brian Grimes. Row number 3, the 14 of Randy Martin, the 45 of Monty Ferrari.
I do 720 at 60 frames, but I was putting every fucking memory card I had in here. But it was set up.
Well, they'll pick off the pace in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Green flag. Well, it's going to be Allenbaugh racing out to the early lead over Belm, Grimes, and Potter, your top 4 drivers into turn number 3. Austinbaugh with a 4-car length advantage over Belm at the stripe. Randy Martin starts to size up the 3 of Potter, falls back in line here on the backstretch. Allenbaugh once again reaching the stripe first, will show the way at lap number 2. Well, Grimes now starting to reel in. Belm for the runner-up position. Potter hangs tough in the number 4 spot. We are 3 laps in, 5 to go. Well, the race surface hooked up and hauling here in heat race number 1. Hard for any driver to make a move as everybody hooked up and heading the right direction. It's going to be Allenbaugh continuing to show the way. 5 complete, 3 to go. Well, Michael Tess reaching for the white flag one more time. Austin Allenbaugh well in control of the action. He raced number 1. And high, wide, handsome down in turn number 4. It's going to be Allenbaugh picking up your Heat 1 victory. Belm, Grimes, and Potter, your top 4. Well, off to a good start here on Trailer Trends Night at the Lake Ozark Speedway. Ready to go. Heat race number 2. Pace truck headed to the infield. It's going to be Carpenter and Paulus leading that charge to the green flag. This time, turn number 4. Once again, thanks so much, Michael Test, filling the flag stand with us here tonight. We'll give them a good look this time. And green flag flying. It's going to be Carpenter. Yellow light, yellow light. A warning from the flag stand. Keep them wheel to wheel until we reach that orange cone, turn number 4. Well, the field reset. We'll be looking for that green flag this time, not in turn number 4 one more time. Carpenter and Miles Paulus. Well, Carpenter bringing him through at a snail's pace in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Better looking start, green flag. Whoa! Carpenter just able to thread the needle dress between Paulus and the fence off turn number 2. Still a great battle up front. Give it to Paulus by a front wing. Well, it's Paulus now starting to get gone on the field. Carpenter hanging tough in the runner opposition third. Finds the 67 of Martin on the move to third. Tyler Blank put together a great job, now challenging Martin for the number 3 spot. Not able to make it stick. Turn number 2 falls back into Martin tire tracks one more time. Paulus reaching the start-finish line to show the way here at the halfway mark. Well, Carpenter now having his hands full with Hayden Martin for the number 2 position. Cody Baker, Kreisel, and Goodnow round out the action here in heat race number 2. We've got a battle for second. Short-lived, as it is going to be Martin now in command of the runner-up spot. Just 2 to go. Miles Paulus looking for the white laundry to hang on the clothesline. Turn number 4. And Tyler Blake works his way around Carpenter to take over the number 3 spot. All eyes turn 4. It's going to be Miles Paulus. Heat race 2 checkers. Second goes out to the 67 of Hayden Martin, Tyler Blake, Lenny Carpenter. Well, it is the 21 Miles Paulus running away with a Heat 2 action. Second going to the 67 of Hayden Martin. Good drive, the 75 Tyler Blake out of California charges to the 3rd spot. The old-timer Lenny Carpenter hanging tough will round out your top 4. Well, special treat race fans, long-time voice of sprint car action throughout Central.
You folks, one final time before we fly the coop out to the old desert Southwest. And a very special thanks to you, Doug Mealy, Ed Franco, and my old buddy Steve Beach and Mr. Tim Trimble for inviting me out, helping to be a part of the action with you folks tonight. It has been a treat, and it's been a blast. Heat race number 3 of 3 for your Wing 360 sprint cars here tonight at the Lake Ozark Speedway. And he is coming off of a solid run last night at Green Valley, Missouri without the lid. He'll start from the pole tonight. Coming up from Edgerton, Kansas with the wing, Mitchell Moore. Mitchell Moore starting from the pole, P1 for Heat 3. Once again, a very solid top 10 finish last night with the War Sprint Car Series. So Mr. Alan Staley told me as we will roll on through the lineup outside of the front row. The young man coming over from Versailles, Missouri. He is behind the wheel of the Ozark Barge and Dock Service, number 3. It's Ayrton Genneton. Ayrton Genneton outside of the front row. Inside of the second row, Coming over from Sedalia, Missouri, behind the wheel of the CSR Grouchus Motorsports, number 12C, it's Fair and Crank. Outside of Fair and Crank, coming over right down the road from Eldon, Missouri, it's Corey Bales. Corey Bales in the 5. And inside of the 3rd row, he'll be one to watch as usual. Always up on the wheel, multi-time Warrior Series champion, behind the wheel of the Kiowa Line Builder. Starline Coach Tours, number 35M, where are the Cornell Crazies? Jonathan Cornell, inside of row number 3. And outside of him, coming over from Russellville, Missouri, by way of Springfield, Illinois. In the John Thanen-owned 0, it's Stephen Russell. Stephen Russell, P6, outside of row number 3. And starting scratch, coming from right down the road in Loman, Missouri. Behind the wheel of the Hybrider Foundation, number 4, it's Evan Martin. Evan Martin in the 4 car. So once again, Edgerton, Kansas, Mitchell Moore. From the pole, the young and talented Ayrton Jennington. Outside of him, in the Ozark Barge and Dock Service number 3, Fair and Crank. In the Grouchus Motorsports 12C, Corey Bales. Outside of him, young Jonathan Cornell. Stephen Russell, row number 3. And Evan Martin, all to his lonesome in the back. 8 laps the distance. Passing points are of a virtue. Caution light goes out, looking to go. Green flag racing, this time by Ayrton Jennington with a big start. Lead your field to the top side, turn 1, off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It's Jennington, Moore, and Stephen Russell, your top 3, lap 1 in the books. Corey Bales now sizing up Stephen Russell to the low side of 1 and 2. Here comes Jonathan Cornell. Cornell with a bid to the low side, 3 running 5th. Ayrton Jennington working the top side of the Lake Ozark Speedway. Treble turn 2. Stephen Russell. Russellville, Missouri's Stephen Russell. Jennington in the Ozark Barge and Dock Service number 3. Hanging on to the top spot on a beautiful, blessed evening here tonight at the Lake Ozark Speedway. So glad to have you folks along. And as mentioned, the caution light goes out. Versailles, Missouri's Ayrton Jennington back on the pedal. Green flag in the air. We are back underway. Jennington back straight to the top side. Around 1 and 2, here comes Cornell. Jonathan Cornell with a big run off of 2. Got him. Cornell cracks the top 3. So it's Jennington, Moore, Cornell. Just about halfway home. As your leader, about a 10-car length lead off the top side of turn number 4. Ayrton Jennington in the Ozark Barge and Dock Service 3, stretching his lead out, gapping Mitchell Moore. He'll work his way out of turn number 4, and he'll be looking for that white flag momentarily. Meanwhile, Jonathan Cornell, rim riding the top side, looking to run down Mitchell Moore for second. As Jennington is checked out, a half a straightaway lead. Keep your eye on Mitchell Moore. Can he hold off the charging Jonathan Cornell? White flag in the air one more time around. Your leader, smooth sailing down the back straightaway. He'll set the car right through the middle of the groove. And off of turn number 4, Ayrton Jennington. Pick it up. Heat race number 3. Once again, race fan, give him a big round of applause.
Alex Davis outside row number 1, looking for the green flag coming out of turn number 4. We're green flag racing with the Power Eye Midwest Lightning Sprints rolling into turns number 1 and 2. It's car number 12, Officer Miller with the early lead out of turn number 2. Car number 12, Miller forms on the side out of Gallatin, Missouri. Tyler Miller leading the way up to the number 2 spot. Car number 2 of Kyle Lewis kind of looking to the inside of the 12 through turns number 1 and 2. It's side by side as Miller going to let us stretch up the track just a little bit. Down the back straightaway, a 3-car battle for the lead. Car number 2, Kyle Lewis down to the inside of the 12 of Tyler Miller off of turn number 4. It's going to be the 2, Kyle Lewis taking over the lead. Here comes car number 71 of Jeff Bard to throw. And around goes car number 12 of Tyler Miller right in front of the other competitors. And now shotgun on the field, car number 12 of Tyler Miller. Single file restart out here in heat race number 1 of 2 for the Power Eye Midwest Lightning Sprints. It's car number 2, Kyle Lewis, the early leader as he's setting the pace out there. We're going to be looking for green flag racing coming out of turn number 4. 2 laps in the books. Lights are out, field set, going green. Out of turn 4. It's the 2, Kyle Lewis, the 71, Jeff Bard, the 42 of Alex Davis, the RJ45, Jaron Falk, and the 12, Tyler Miller, looking for the green flag. We're back racing here in heat race number 1 for the Power Eye Midwest Lightning Sprint cars. The 2, Kyle Lewis, through turns number 1 and 2, the 71 of Jeff Bard in hot pursuit through turns number 3 and 4. Bard going to look to the low side, right in the middle of the track, though. It's all hard to do. Kyle Lewis, the leader, down the front straightaway into turns number 1 and 2. Battle on the track right now for the 4th and 5th spot between that car number 12 of Tyler Miller and the RJ45 of Jaron Falk as they go side by side down the back straightaway. Top 3 able to separate themselves from the rest of the field just a little bit as this car number 2, Kyle Lewis, with about a 4 or 5 car length lead over the 71 of Jeff Bard out of Bayshore, Kansas. Bard has his hands full with that car number 42 out of Kansas City, Missouri. Alex Davis sitting in the number 3 spot, back to the 12. Tyler Miller on Miller's Farms on the side, back up to the number 4 spot as the RJ45 from Odessa, Missouri, Jaron Falk fade to the rear of the field. 6 laps in the books at the flag stand this time by. It's the 12. Kyle Lewis, 71, Jeff Bard, 42, Alex Davis, the 12 of Miller, and the RJ45 Jaron Falk as the white flag comes out one more time around. Three turns number 1 and 2 down Sutton Sail down the back straightaway. Lewis able to separate himself from the rest of the field as he goes through the 4. Looking at the checkered flag, your heat race winner hits car number 2 of Kyle Lewis. Second place goes to car number 71. Of Jeff Bard. Third, we're going green out of turn number 4. Tyler Johnson, Bobby Lane on the front row. Green flag is out. We're racing down the first straightaway into turn number 1. Bobby Lane with the early advantage through 1 off of 2. It's Bobby Lane with the lead down the back straightaway up to the number 2 spot. That car number 7. Tyler Johnson followed by the 49B of Kenny Bowers. 4th place as it sits right now is car number 5 of Tyler Murray, followed by the Z8 of Tim Davis and the car number 52 of Mike Tyndall. Shotgun on the field, everybody chasing a very fast car number 01 of Bobby Lane. Lane setting sail in the early stages here. 2 laps in the books for the second heat race for the Power Eye Midwest Lightning Sprints. Lane with about a half a straightaway lead over that car number 7 of Tyler Johnson. Johnson sitting in the number 2 spot right behind him, the 49B, Kenny Bowers, followed by car number 5, Tyler Murray. The Z8 of Tim Davis, and trying to stay on the lead lap as Bobby Lane going to set sail up on the top side. 1 lap down goes the 52 of Mike Tyndall. Bobby Lane a straightaway ahead through turns number 1 and 2. Lane racing very fast here at Lake Ozark Speedway in heat race number 2 of 2 for the Power Eye Midwest Lightning Sprint cars. It's all that 0-1 of Bobby Lane. Battle on the track right now for the number 2 and 3 spot between the 7 of Tyler Johnson and the 49B of Kenny Bowers. Bowers going to pull side by side down the back straightaway. Bowers low, Johnson high. Bowers is going to have the preferred line, but Johnson making a fight out of it up on the high side. Bowers has the position, and Johnson fades to 3rd. Off of turn number number 4 looking at the white flag this time by. He's led every lap of the race so far. It's the 0-1. Bobby Lane through turns number 3, 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Now he enters turns number 3 and 4 right in the middle. Off turn 4, your heat race winner. It's car number 01 of Bobby Lane. Second place goes to the 49B, Kenny Bowers. Third place, the 7 of Tyler Johnson. Fourth place goes to car number 5, Tyler Murray. Followed by the Z8 of Tim Davis and the 52 of Mike Tyndall. So 2 heat races in the book for the Power Eye Midwest Lightning Sprints. Up next, race fans, it is the Power Eye Lucas Oil War Sprint Car League heat race action rolling on to the track. Here at Hinchman Raceware Heat Race number 1 on the pole. Out of Lincoln, Nebraska, it's car number 57 of TJ Arts. Outside of him, in car number 56 out of Auburn, Illinois, Mitchell Davis. Inside row number 2 out of Warsaw, Missouri, car number 90, Riley Kreisel. Outside of him, car number 41 out of Kearney, Missouri, Brad Wyatt. Inside row number 3, car number 54 out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Trey Gropp. Outside of him from Springfield, Missouri, car number 28 of Corey Schutte. Inside row number 4, car number 12, Wesley Smith out of Nixa, Missouri. And outside of him, it's car number 4 out of Lone Jack, Missouri, Braden Cromwell.
And the camera will just follow it.
8 laps the distance here in Hinchman Raceware Heat Race number 1.
Well, the drone,
Hinchman Raceware. As the oldest maker of driving suits, the Hinchman team has the experience, ability, and desire to continually improve the protection of our drivers, making custom-tailored uniforms for your individual and specific measurements. Hinchman racing suits are known for standing the test of time. Hinchman suit owners have the confidence and comfort of knowing they choose to wear the best. Why settle for anything less? Hinchman Raceware. Hinchman Raceware Heat Race number 1. Again, that car number 57, TJ Arts on the pole. The 56, Mitchell Davis right outside row number 1. In row number 2, it's the 90, Riley Kreisel. The 41, Brad Wyatt. Row 3, 54 of Trey Gropp. And the 28, Corey Schutte. Row 4, the 12 of Wesley Smith. And the 4 of Braden Cromwell. I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors that help all of this action take place. Power Eye, Lucas Oil, Hinchman Raceware, Bell Helmets, Sure-Built Suspension, Wildwood Disc Brakes, LRB Incorporated, Indy Race Parts, Valor Racing, Chalk Sticks, and KSE. Power Eye, Performance Open Wheel Racing Incorporated, our touring sanctioned body specializing in national midgets, non-wing sprint cars, and 600cc outlaw micro sprint racing. And of course, special thanks to Lucas Oil. Lucas Oil Products is an American manufacturer and distributor of automotive oil, additives, and lubricants, with a company focused on creating and producing better working oils than those currently available on the commercial. 41, Brad Wyatt. 54, Trey Gropp. 28, Corey Schutte. 12, Wesley Smith. 4, Brady Cromwell. 8 cars, 8 laps, lights out. Field set, going green out of 4. Lonnie's ready down there in the flag stand. Carpet land on the side of your pole sitter, car number 57, TJ Arch, right outside of him. From Auburn, Illinois, the 56, Mitchell Davis, front row, setting the pace through 3. Going to be looking for green flag racing coming off turn number 4. Green is in the air. We're racing at Lake Ozark Speedway here in Hinchman Raceware. Heat race number 1 is the 57 TJ Arts way up the track. Here comes the 56 of Mitchell Davis. Side by side down the back straightaway. Arts going to have the preferred line. Mitchell Davis right there in the number 2 spot. Riley Kreisel powering up to the number 3 spot as a drag race to the flag stand. Carpet land on the side. It looks like the 57 of Arts going to lead lap 1 as we got a slide job now. A crossover. Arts with a crossover taking back over the lead down the back straightaway. 57 TJ Arts, your current leader. Down to the inside comes 90 of Riley Kreisel side by side with the 56. Mitchell Davis, top 3 is the 57 of Arts, the 56 of Davis, the 90 of Kreisel. Fourth place on the track currently sits that car number 28 of Corey Schutte, followed by the 12, Wesley Smith, the 54, Trey Gropp, the 4 of Cromwell, and the 41 of Brad Wyatt rounding out your field. File down the back straightaway. Arts with the preferred line right in the middle of the track. Here comes Mitchell Davis looking down to the inside, and on the extreme inside, the 90 of Kreisel. Kreisel with a little bit of a wheelie down the front straightaway. Top 3 not able to separate themselves from the 28 of Corey Schutte. Schutte coming on quick down the back straightaway. Arts still at the point in car number 57 from Lincoln, Nebraska. It's TJ Arch, your leader. The 56, Mitchell Davis, not going away. Davis going to drive it down to the low side, slips up a little bit. Here comes the 90 of Riley Kreisel. Kreisel going to pull side by side with the 56 of Davis. Now into 3 and 4. It's the 57 of TJ Arts. The 90 of Riley Kreisel up to number 2 spot is the 56 of Davis. Back to the 3 spot. 4th position on the tracks. Oh, it's up and over onto the wall goes car number 50 of Trey Grob. Kind of a little bit of a bicycle. He never did fully go over. And the back left wheel up into the fence. Kind of a scary moment, but I don't think the car ever went over. That is that car number 50, floor of Trey Grob, up into the fence on the high side of turns number 1 and 2. Smith, 4, Braden Cromwell, 41, Brad Wyatt, looking for green, out of 4, it's green flag, racing up Lake Ozark Speedway in Hitchman Heat, race number 1, Arch right in the middle of the track, here comes the 90 of Riley Kreisel, the 56, Mitchell Davis, 28, Corey Schutte, the 12 of Wesley Smith, top 5, kind of separating themselves from the rest. Side by side down the front straightaway with the white flag coming out. Riley Kreisel with one last ditch effort through turns number 1 and 2. Carpet land on the side. TJ Arts able to hold on to position through 3 and 4. It's the 57. TJ Arts up on the high side looking at the checkered flag. Your Hitchman Heat Race winner, car number 57 of TJ Arts. Second place goes to the 90 of Riley Kreisel. Third place, the 56 of Mitchell Davis. Fourth place, the 28 of Corey Schutte. Fifth place, the 12 of Wesley Smith. Sixth place, the 4, Braden Cromwell, followed by the 41 of Brad Wyatt. But here they come, race fans down the front straightaway. Your Hitchman Race winner, Heat Race number 1. And now the 73W of Jack Wagner, shotgun on the field. Tough break for the 22S of Slater held as the inside row moves up. Gonna take them one more time around the track, making sure everything's good up here in the scoring tower. Again, 22S of Slater held unable to get that car fired, so the inside row gonna move up. That's gonna put the 99 of Corey Wyatt inside row 2, the 31B Joe B. Miller inside row number 3. Now the 73W of Jack Wagner, shotgun on the field. 7 cars set to go 8 laps. Lights are out. Field is set. Lonnie's ready down there in the flag stand. We're going green flag racing. Bell helmets. Heat race number 2. Stone on the inside. Stroud on the high side. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Lake Ozark Speedway in Bell helmets. Heat race number 2. It's the 73 Lane Stone with early lead. Here comes the 99 of Corey Wyatt. Throwing it up on the high side. Making it work all the way up to the number 2 spot. But down to his inside. He's got company. It's the 31B. The McCarty Motorsports 31B entry of Joe B. Miller riding the inside line, but up on his high side, the 99 of Corey Wyatt takes back over the number 2 spot. Up front, though, it's still the 73S of Lane Stone. Stone's got company. Wyatt going to pull side by side. High side going to have it down the front straightaway. 73, Lane Stone at the point. 99, Corey Wyatt right there in the number 2 spot. Up the third, the 31B of Joe B. Miller. Fourth place on the track is the 49B of Ben Brown. He's got company. That's that car number 89 of Todd McVeigh down to the inside looking for real estate. Brown has the preferred line as the 73. Jack Wagner moving up a position. Oh, something amiss with the 99 of Corey Wyatt as he slowed down the back straightaway. Something amiss with the 99 of Corey Wyatt. Yellow flag coming out onto the racing surface for that car number 99 of Corey Wyatt's cover, followed by the 73 of Jack Wagner and the 21X of Steve Stroud. Lights out, field set, going green out of 4. Good start once again by Sasquatch, the 73S of Lane Stone up to the high side. 31B, Joe B. Miller right there in his tire tracks down the back straightaway. Todd McVeigh towing to the inside of the car number 49B of Ben Brown, side by side for the number 3 and 4 spot. New leader at the line, the 31B of Joe B. Miller. He took it to the inside. He's going to do a slide job. Now crossover from the 73S of Lane Stone down the back straightaway. Stone taking back over the lead. Here comes the 31B, Joe B. Miller down to the inside once again. Off for 73S of Lane Stone gonna lead that lap. 31B, Joe B. Miller, not going away though. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. They're battling all over the track. First and second going side by side. Third and fourth side by side as well. At the flag stand, white flag one more time around. It's the 73S Lane Stone, your leader. The 31B, Joe B. Miller right there in the number 2 spot. Into turn number 3. Stone gonna go high. Joe B. Miller gonna pull it low. Off turn number 4. Your Bell Helmets Heat Race winner. It's car number 73 of Lane Stone. Second place goes to the 31B of Joe B. Miller. Third place to the 89 of Todd McVeigh. Fourth place to the 49B of Ben Brown, followed by the 73 of Jack Wagner, and the 21X of Steve Stroud rounds out the field. Heat race winner down the front straightaway for Bell Helmets heat race number 2. It's the 73 out of Concordia, Missouri, Lane Stone. Sure-Built Suspension heat race number 3 rolling out onto the racing surface. Sure-Built Suspension is your one-stop shop for building, rebuilding, revalving, and dynoing all types of shocks. Conveniently located in Slater, Missouri, a company designed by racers for racers. Sure-Built Suspension. Sure-Built Suspension heat race number 3 rolling out onto the racing surface. On the pole out of Topeka, Kansas, it's car number 11W of Flying Wyatt Burks. Outside, row number 1 out of Warrensburg, Missouri, it's car number 93, Tater Tot, Taylor Walton. Inside, row number 2 rather, out of Oak Grove, Missouri, it's car number 37 of Brian Beebe. Outside of him, out of Spring Hill, Kansas, it's car number 9 of Chad Goff. Inside, row number 3, car number 2X out of Olathe, Kansas, Zach Clark. Outside of him, in car number 65 out of Gladstone, Missouri, Chris Parkinson. Row number 4 on the inside out of Holt, Missouri, Jason Billups. And outside of him, shotgun on the field, car number 77K out of Moulton, Iowa, Miss Caitlin Lear. Suspension heat race number 3 on 3 for the Power High Lucas Oil Force Sprint Martin League. Race fans, don't forget, if you like what you see, we'll be right back in action at the Non-Wing Nationals right here at Lake Ozark Speedway on August 16th, followed by the next night of racing, August 17th. Back to the Lake Ozark Speedway on August 16th and August 17th. Sure-Built Suspension heat race number 3. Field set, lights out. Looks like we're going. Green flag racing coming off turn number 4. Wyatt Burks, Taylor Walton, your front row, looking for green. Out of 4. We are racing down the front straightaway at Lake Ozark Speedway in Sure-Built Suspension. Heat race number 3. Up to the end. Up to the early lead. Car number 11W, Wyatt Burks, your early leader. Here comes the 37 of Brian Beebe, taking over the number 2 spot away from the 93 of Taylor Walton. Walton hanging it out on the top shelf. He's right there in the number 3 spot, but he's got company. 65, Chris Parkinson, the 9, Chad Goff, a little bit of bumper tag, nor entering into turns number 1 and 2. Goff back to the number 5 spot as Parkinson going to pull alongside of the 93 of Taylor Walton. Back up front, about a half a straightaway lead for that car number 11W out of Topeka, Kansas. It's Flying Wyatt Burks. Burks your leader. BB setting second in car number 37. Taylor Walton in the 93 runs third, but he's got company. Up to his high side comes the 65 of Chris Parkinson. Parkinson going to have the number 3 spot, grabs it away from Taylor Walton in the 93. Walton going to fade back to the number 4 spot, but he's got company. It's the 9 of Chad Goff. Cracking into the top 5, back behind him, the 2X of Zach Clark, followed by the 77K of Caitlin Lear, and the 2 of Jason Phillips, shotgun on the field. Everybody chasing that car number 11W from Topeka, Kansas. Wyatt Burks on a rail here tonight. It's Burks with the lead. BB in second, Parkinson third, Walton fourth, Goff fifth. Clark right there though, side by side for 5th and 6th between the 9 of Goff and the 2X of Zach Clark. Clark again going to drive it down to the inside, but Goff going to have the preferred lineup on the top shelf. Goff staying right there in the number 5 spot, kind of stretching it out. Everybody finding their line. Wyatt Burks on a rail out of turn number 4, picking up the white flag one more time around into turns number 1 and 2. Very high up the track, down the back straightaway. It's all Wyatt Burks through 3. Now going to be off turn number 4. He's looking at the checkered flag first. Your Sure-Built Suspension heat race winner, car number 11W of Wyatt Burks. Second place goes to the 37 of Brian Beebe. Third place, the 65 of Chris Parkinson. Fourth place, the 93 of Taylor Walton. Fifth place, the 9, Chad Goff, followed by the 2X of Zach Clark.